Hello and welcome. I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mini Mutants Battle Shell, and I love this toy. Originally released in 2007, this vehicle retailed for approximately $15. The truck is about 8 inches long and about 4 inches tall at the top of the missile launchers here. And overall, if you go to the back here from missile pod to missile pod, it's approximately 4.5 inches wide. Now, this is a very cool vehicle, and it's kind of got a bit of a weird story behind it, because this is very obviously modeled to look like the Battle Shell vehicle that was in the 2002, 2003 TMNT line, but this particular vehicle here came out in 2007 for the CGI movie that came out at that time. So there was a line of little mini mutant figures that were actually the CGI movie models, and those are the guys that are intended to go with this guy. Now, I don't have any of those guys. What I do have is the little mini mutants for the 2003 line, which, if you ask me, these guys actually look better with this guy, since the vehicle was modeled to look like their vehicle from their cartoon. So they work okay. They don't work perfectly with the vehicle, but they'll work okay, and I'll show you that as we get into the vehicle here. But let's take a closer look at the vehicle. Obviously, it rolls very nicely. You know, it's just got the your average plastic wheels on a single bar going all the way across. You know, not the most intricate wheel technology there is out there, but it works very good. It rolls really nice. Looking at the vehicle mode here, this guy is just packed with detail here. Obviously, it was like a bank truck or a money truck, one of those armored trucks that was stolen, and the Turtles retrofitted it for their use. So you got all the details. It obviously looks like an armored truck that you would see carrying money today. And, you know, it's got all the missiles and stuff on there. I really like the little detail of the sewer covers for the wheels. Really like that. There's a lot of very cool detail with this truck. I'm really loving it. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you're out in the market looking for one of these guys, one thing to really look out for is these stickers. I just recently purchased this guy, and I got him brand new in the box. I am the first person to open it, and right out of the box, some of these stickers are already starting to peel. I don't know if you can see that in camera too well or not, but I have been pressing down on them and trying to keep them in place, and in some cases you'll press down on them, and as soon as you release the pressure, the sticker pops right back off. So I'm gonna have to go in and re-glue a lot of these stickers, so just keep an eye on that, because I've noticed in some of the research I've been doing on this guy that stickers are typically one of the things that is always missing on this, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to look at here in truck mode. We do have one more thing to look at. It's these missile launchers here, and these actually do fire missiles. You can see the little buttons at the top here. We'll back it up a little bit and show you how those missiles work. There's one, and there's the other, and they work pretty good. So there's the two missiles right there, just to take a look at those. I mean, they're big enough, so these are not going to be choking hazards or anything like that. So they're a little weird trying to get them back into the missile launchers. I find that I have to push the button down just to get them to go in. And they're only going to go in one way. If you look at the missile launcher, you can see the little T slot right there, and you can see the T form on the missile itself. So that just slides right in there. And again, you see how it kind of creates a bit of pressure here, like it won't let you put the missile all the way in. You press the button, it actually lets you go through. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's intended or if that's just the way the plastic came out. I'm not sure. So I keep saying truck mode, and I'm not doing that intentionally, but there is another mode to this vehicle. This vehicle does actually transform into a playset. Very cool. One step, very simple. If you look at it here on the bottom, you're going to see this little button. So you just press the button, and there you go. Now you've got yourself a little transformed playset, and it is so cool. There is so much detail that goes into this little playset here. So first thing you're going to look at the top here, let me adjust the camera just a bit. You see me pulling out here. There's a little actual working winch here, and I really love the way this works. This is so cool. So it extends to about there, so it'll go down to about ground level. And let me see if I can get Mikey loaded up here. I was actually pretty successful with this yesterday. So you can just kind of load him up there and winch him up, And I'm doing it with Mikey just because in the box art they showed Mikey climbing up the winch there, so I just kind of wanted to do it with him. But yeah, there you go. You can see it's pretty smooth. It works really, really well, and it stores away very easily. You just wind it all the way up, and then you just kind of let the hook sit right there on the top of the winch, and then when you put it away, it'll just store right under that hook there. Won't get in the way. When you try to close everything up, it'll be just fine. So that's really cool. I love that. I love that it's got the little working winch there. Then you got yourself a little radar dish over here. So you got some control panels and some computers and stuff like here. So Donnie can probably be up here using some computers or whatnot, and you got the little radar dish looking for stuff. So that's really cool. Over here on this side, there's a little platform, and there's a little bit sticking on the platform right here. Now, this is really cool because you can actually take any of these missile launchers, and I'll pop the missile out just so I don't accidentally launch it out. So the missile launchers just plug into the top of the truck via peg and port, just like so. And you've got a similar peg right here on the top of the little platform. So you can take either one of these missiles, or missile launchers rather, and you can just peg them right there. I'm trying to do this looking through the camera. It's not working. So I'm going to have to look around. There you go. Hopefully I did that in camera still. So there you go. You can actually load up your missile launcher right there on the little platform, and you can spin this guy around all over the place. So you can have, like, they showed the box art. They showed Raphael here standing, manning the missile launchers here. So one thing to note is that there are a couple of spots on the playset here that have these little pegs on the floorboards, and the turtles do have these little peg holes on the bottom of the foot. Now, I don't know, again, I don't have the movie figures for these little mini mutants, so I don't know if they have their peg ports on both feet or on the other foot or what. But if you try to obviously stand Raph here on this side, that's not going to work because it's not going to peg. But it works perfectly fine if you have him turned around and manning that missile launcher. He'll peg in there just fine, and he can man that missile launcher. You can spin this thing around, and again, obviously you can fire that thing off. So that's pretty cool. A lot of play features with this thing. I'm really, really digging this vehicle. So we'll get Raph out of there, and we'll leave the missile there for now, and try to concentrate on some of the details here inside of the van. Now you can see there's a lot of computers, there's a lot of stickers and stuff like that. And again, the stickers, you can see some of these are on here a little bit crooked, and they look like they're starting to peel. So I'm hoping that maybe that's just that the glue is that old, and hopefully I'll be able to get these off without damaging them, put some new glue on them, and put them on straight. So, but a lot of sticker detail, a lot of little computer panels and control panels in here, a little map and radar stuff in there, trying to get everything in here without getting in the way of the camera. Let me see if I put the winch away. It won't get in the way so much. So yeah, as you can see, again, a lot of little computer panels and a lot of stickers. There's a little ladder in the back there so the turtles can climb up onto the missile launching platform there. There's some control panels over here. You can see a shot of the city and some grids and stuff like that. So very, very cool. You've also got yourself a chair in the back here. Now this chair doesn't move, but it does have this clip here. And this is the one place where I find that I'm having trouble with these particular turtles. This shape of this clip here almost looks like it's the shape of a shell for a turtle figure would be. Now, it's too small for these guys here. I've tried in all kinds of ways to try and get these guys clipped on here, and I simply just can't get them clipped there. Now, I can get them to sit on this chair just fine, and they'll hold there just fine, but I can't get them to clip into the actual clips there, so possibly they might work better with the actual movie figures. I'm not sure. If you look in the front here, hopefully we'll be able to get this in camera. It's kind of a weird angle. So you've got another seat here. This seat is cool because this seat actually slides back and it rotates, so it'll facilitate when you're trying to put your turtle in there. You can actually clip him in there just fine. Spin your chair around and slide it forward. And if you look all the way to the front, let's see if we can get a good shot in there. You can actually see there's a steering wheel up here. Right in between this. Now, it's kind of weird because the steering wheel is in the very center of the vehicle, and it's directly below this bar right here. So anybody that's sitting in the driver's seat can't actually look out the windshields. It's just going to be looking straight at that bar there, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. So still, even though I'm not able to get my turtles, let's get this pod back here, missile pod back in place there. Even though the particular turtles that I have, I can't get them to sit in the actual seats themselves. I still have no problem fitting all the turtles inside here. It'll fit all 4 turtles just fine. Let's see, we'll put Raph in the passenger seat, and we'll put Donnie back here doing something with his computers or something. And then we'll put Mikey right here by the door ready to jump out, be the first one to jump out and kick some show. There you go. So there's all 4 of the turtles loaded up. Plenty of room in there still. If you got an April figure or Casey figure or whatever, you can still Splinter or whatever, you can still load those guys up in there. And then folding this guy back up, real simple. Again, the winch, you want to fold the winch in all the way, and what I do is I typically just keep the hook right there. It goes right under this hook, stays out of the way. I haven't had a single issue with it. The radar can go anywhere, really. It doesn't get in the way of anything, so even if you have it sticking out like that, it won't get in the way. So what you want to do here, the peg for the missile launcher. Now this one, you do want this. You can't have it out to the side like that. It'll get in the way and not close. So you want this one actually facing as if the missile was going side to side. So you just fold this guy down, bring the roof down. The roof clips in right there, and then finally your door closes up, and there you go. You are ready to roll out and take out some foot soldiers, and he's not going to stand. How about Shredder? We can take out Shredder. Maybe we can take out a foot. Hopefully, let's play around with these guys here. I really want to run over some foot. There we go. So there we go. And now we're ready to just take those guys out and run them over. Very, very awesome vehicle. Awesome little playset. I'm really happy with this. So if you run across one of these and you're a Ninja Turtles collector, I totally recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a very fun little vehicle / transforming playset here. So I think that about covers the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mini Mutants Battle Show. Please leave me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.